It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 2 of Hard Knocks is in the books. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I am going to try my best to just stay in chronological order. I don't want to hurry up and skip to the gusto. I'm going to try to be mature about this thing. But Hard Knocks 2 was another good one. Look, let me just preface this thing by saying I was listening to a lot of people speak about the first episode of Hard Knocks. And people were saying that it was boring and that, they got nothing out of it. And I could see why your opinion may be as such. But see, the behind the scenes training camp version of Hard Knocks that they putting out, this is really for the football minds, the football nerds, I would say. The intricate details to the behind the scenes of things. I think that is what makes this series just different from the other ones, but what makes it special. I enjoyed the fact, man, that we were able to just go on the ride of just watching the stuff that we never typically see. We never see this type of stuff anywhere else. To see our organization, just do their behind the scenes work, man, is just a dope thing. So let's start off with this. This episode was kicked off speaking about draft picks that were in our line of sight. Quarterbacks was mentioned, of course. The quarterbacks that you already know about: the Drake Mays, J.J. McCarthy, Jaden Daniels. The prime quarterbacks that were in the draft. Then they mentioned the 3 receivers: Marvin Harrison Jr., Odunze, and Malik Neighbors, of course. They didn't really go too much into detail about the different options. Yes, they had their spill similar to the first episode where they did the rundown and they spoke on the different prospects for a little bit. But it wasn't like a true deep dive, which is I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because one of my only knocks about this Hard Knocks episode was that I believe they spent too much time talking about players that weren't Giants. That's my only knock. I don't care to listen. I don't care to hear about all that other stuff. Well, save that for another time. This is the Giants Hard Knock. So let's spend time talking about Giants. But other than that, like I said, the behind the scenes aspect of it was just dope. I knew that people were media trained. But when have you ever seen the actual training? To see Joe Schoen literally have a practice interview rehearsal was just a dope watch. Again, you have to be a football nerd to get excited about something like that. I get it. Not everybody will get excited about something like that. I get it. But the fact that he was being sat down and they were talking about his mannerisms and key words to use, and him joking around saying, "Yo, I really should say this shit," but not really saying it, of course, but just how important to detail even just interviews are. That also goes to show you just how the market in New York can really be, man. How just one word can blow up and turn to something crazy. That also means that I believe Joe Shane when he says that, yo, going through the whole Saquon Barkley process is stressful. But we gon' trust me, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. I'm trying to be mature about this, y'all. Trust me. We are going to talk about them. I loved seeing the interview process with the quarterbacks, man. That was just super, super dope. That was super dope. It's no secret that quarterbacks have to have a sharp and smart mind. But to see the strenuous questions that were asked and how on point that they had to be was fire. Was fire. Again, everybody may not get it. But if you are a football nerd like myself, you love that type of content. Max Custom says Dable definitely ain't running a 7.0. and look, I appreciate that type of content by the coaching staff. Let us see the human side. Let us see the personality of our coaches. I agree with you, man. He definitely ain't running no 7.0, but it was good to see that conversation being held. Daniels kept messing that play up. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm messing that shit up. I am 100% messing that shit up. And they went down Coach Dable's resume, his history on working with quarterbacks, which is dope because sometimes you have to remind motherfuckers, certain people's history. So I'm pretty sure he knows more about the hiring process of quarterbacks than myself. But yo, who is really remembering that shit? And I'm not really asking that because I don't believe nobody is. But I'm like, yo, are people really remembering that? Hey, X right 50, double H, left right, Roger. Like, yo, and then he's like, yo, erase the X, put it in the H, erase the Y, throw in the Z. Yo, that is crazy. That is bananas. And so to even get the insight on how that interview process with quarterbacks and meeting certain coaches can be, is mind-blowing, man. It's mind-blowing. No cap, I couldn't remember it. Fact. That is wild, man. That is wild. We know that quarterbacks have to be smart. We know that quarterbacks have to be the smartest on the field. That's no hidden secret. But to see the details of it, that's what's special about this thing. To see the details, to see the actual process being had. Where do you get that type of content anywhere else? That's what's dope about this Hard Knocks joint, man. That's what's dope about it. They interviewed, all of those quarterbacks that I named earlier, all those prime quarterbacks. They interviewed them all, and I think that was dope. But forget the quarterbacks because we didn't end up going with a quarterback. Let's talk about the receivers. They interviewed the wide receivers, and it is it is an extreme difference between Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Nabers. They asked Malik Nabers, how would you feel if you are not being involved in the offense, or how would you feel if you are not getting the ball? And Malik Nabers says straight up, I'm going to be honest with you. I take it pretty hard. Pause. For Coach Dable to understand that receivers should think that way, says all I need to know about who is my head coach. It says all I need to know. Because as somebody who used to play receiver / tight end, I appreciate that. I appreciate that train of thought. He didn't hound on them and try to, overanalyze that answer. He says, yo, look, I understand. He said, matter of fact, I love that answer. I want my receivers to think as such. But let's just be mindful, man. This is the NFL. Things may not go your way all the times. Make sure you continue to work on how you handle those situations. Perfect. Perfect exchange. I love it. And it makes me much more excited to just see what is to come. We got the best guy. I still stand by that. We have the best guy. That was a super dope exchange, man. Super dope. Again, I'm going to say it again. This may not be for everybody. This is only for the football nerds. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Everybody may not get excited about these type of things. But the football nerds know what I'm talking about. What else? What else do I have in my notes here, man? Oh, so yeah, they also interviewed Marvin Harrison Jr. and they asked him, listen, this throw has had, what are you saying to the quarterback? And he's like, I don't say anything to the quarterback, which is a very Marvin Harrison Jr. type response. I don't say anything to the quarterback. Look, I could have just made the play, which is cool. It's a good ass answer. It is a good ass answer, but it just showed the difference of the two. And I'm not saying which one is right or wrong. That's not the conversation that I'm having. It's just you was able to see the different personalities and the different answers that these coaches, go through. Again, dope. I love it all. I love all of it. What else I have? Joe making a joke that he can play corner, says that he understands that it's a position that needs to be addressed. Yes. I don't know if y'all peeped that, but when Joe was talking to Coach Bowen and he was just saying, listen, we could do this, had Burns, his blah, blah, just talking to him about, the possibility of getting Brian Burns and having the cap to do other things in that nature. And he just ended it by saying, and look, I can play corner. That told me that he clearly understands that corner is a position that needs to be addressed. So I don't know if we're done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we're done. They still might be cooking up for a corner. So I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Again, the only thing that I didn't like about this episode was that we just spent too much time talking about non-Giants. Respectfully, do that on your own time. Xavier Worthy, shout out to you. The 40 thing is dope. A great accomplishment. But go celebrate that on your own time. He is not a New York Giant. I get it. Maybe mention it in the episode, but we spent a little too much time on that. This is the New York Giant Hard Knocks. I only want to speak about New York Giants or New York Giants situations. So that was just that just wasted a little bit too much time for me. I felt like we could have been talking about a whole lot of other shit. But let's get to it. Because I'm not trying to be up here too long, but let's get to it. Let me read this tweet out to y'all, man. Saquon Barkley tweets, let me educate some of you fans here. I can't bail or become a traitor if I never got an offer. If I never got an offer to come back. So I went to the organization I felt that was the best. And after already being here for a month, man, I am excited to be an Eagle. Go Birds. I'm trying my best. I want y'all to understand. I am wholeheartedly trying my best not to call this man out his name. But Saquon Barkley, you deserve one of these right there. You deserve one of those. You motherfucker. Saquon really tried to be the victim in this shit. He really tried to be the victim. And then the way he tried to word it and dress it up was just like, yo, the New York Giants organization had no respect for him. We heard the call. We heard the call. And that was silly of you because you knew Hard Knocks was coming out. You didn't think they was going to get that? Come on, yo. Come on, yo. He tried to act like we was an organization and not really treat our people fairly or well, and that we just was like, yo, F Saquon. That's the picture he tried to paint. That's the picture he really tried to paint. And no matter how much he's over there at Philly trying to act like it's all rainbow and sunshine, he's not doing a good job. We don't believe it. We don't believe it. Because I think you miss New York. I think you do. I truly do. And I know he's gonna tweet. I know he's gonna tweet. He's gonna tweet soon. Just watch. He's gonna tweet soon. He is not good at playing the villain, man. I am telling y'all. He's just not good. And I tried to shoot him bail after bail after bail. He was one of my favorite players of all time at one point. Trust me, this is who y'all are talking to. So this is not one of those Saquon Barkley haters. No, this was somebody who was all the way on his team. But you played yourself. You played yourself. We kept the foul. We kept the foul. Like Loaded Luck said. We kept the foul. One thing is, man, look, I'm a true Giants fan, man. I'm a true Giants fan. And yes, I come across players, that I love and respect. And that once a Giant, always a Giant thing is something that I truly believe in. But you can't turn your back on the mob. You can't turn your back on the squad. You tried to paint these pictures to the ops. You tried to paint the picture to the other organizations and the other fan bases that we was just one of those teams that was just like, yo, F Saquon. And that was not the case, man. Joe handled that with straight class. He considered you. He didn't treat you like garbage or like you wasn't worth nothing. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me show y'all this, man. Let me show y'all this. Because I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to truly understand who y'all are conversing with, who y'all are talking to. This is live. This is live. Who was that just on the display case? Hold on. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Let me see. That's autographed right there. That's autographed. No cap in my rap. I was a fan. And let me not try to paint the picture like I just don't respect him at all. You know what I mean? He's Saquon Barkley. And I'm not going to try to get overly emotional about this thing. But I don't like how he handled the departure, man. I don't like it at all, man. And when we play Philly, we want all the smoke, man. All the smoke. All the smoke. That was, hey, and I tell you what, man, production, Hard Knocks production, that's how you end an episode. From now on, that is how you end an episode. Because I jumped out my chair high. I jumped out my chair high. My wife and kids was looking like, what just happened? Oh, and I could tell, man, they just purposely just waited. They waited to even truly address the Saquon thing, man, because they knew they had that Saquon thing in the back pocket. Oh, man. Anyway, episode 2 is down in the books. If you haven't watched it, I'm telling you right now, in the morning, you about to see all types of shit. Get ready. Giants fans, suit up. Suit up. Because it's about to be real tomorrow. The news is about to be turned up. Expect for all of these media outlets to talk crazy, to probably try to dig up some hate and shit to talk about us. You know they never have our back, but expect it. Expect it. It's coming, man. And look, here we go. E-Money Bentley, go Birds. We smoking y'all next year, man. We smoking y'all next year. Go Bird that. Go Bird that. And I can't wait till you figure out that y'all are not who you believe y'all to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. We smoking y'all. And the worst part about it is I know how you Eagle fans are thinking. Y'all thinking, yo, it's easy money. Like your name. Y'all think this is easy money. We're not worried about the Giants. And I love it. I love the fact that y'all are right there. I love the fact that y'all are not worried about the Giants. I love it. Because then when we smack y'all, I want y'all to report the po-up. I want y'all to report I want y'all to be as loud as y'all was in the offseason. That's all I'm asking for. I want the confidence to be the same. Do not go hiding because y'all are very good at that. Do not go hiding. Please don't go hiding. Matter of fact, E-Money Bentley, subscribe to the channel. And when we play y'all, I need you to comment on my video the same way you're doing right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I can't stand Philly. It is over. It is over. I know I said at one point that Saquon Barkley was going to kill us when we played him. I definitely taking that back, man. I'm taking that back. We turned up. And I already know how it's going to be. The media is going to hype the game up. They're going to have Saquon all over the TV. But guess what? That's just going to do nothing but fuel us. And what's going to happen is we are going to end up smoking your boots. And y'all going to try to keep forcing Saquon the ball, and we are going to be smoking your boots. That's it. That's all I got for y'all, man. That is all I got for y'all. I said everything that I needed to say, man. Episode 2 was another banger for me. Again, I understand if you don't rock with it, I understand that. I get it. This wasn't meant for everybody. This wasn't meant for everybody. You have to be a football nerd to understand the different details and intricacies of behind the scenes and all of those things. That's my review about episode 2. Thank y'all for rocking with me, letting me get my rant off. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe if you have not already, especially if you are a New York Giant fans. You don't want to miss the content that we're going to be pushing out, man. I am telling you, you don't even know what's in store, man. You don't even know what's in store. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Until next time. Sometimes it's never